Development and advancement audits are a fairly common strategy that are used from time to time in organizations as they seek to improve their ongoing operations. Historically, they really focused upon how much staffing do we have, what kind of systems do we have, what kind of programs are underway. To be successful going forward will require that we rethink about what development audits and advancement audits look like. First, we need to move staffing from a discussion merely about how many individuals do we have towards a whole new approach of talent management. How do we find great development, alumni relations, and communications talent? How do we begin to retain those great advancement officers? How do we begin to find ways in which we can take advantage of the skills and expertise? Staffing is, after all, 70% of the budget in most development programs. And so the whole review of an operation has to begin with an understanding about what a talent management effort will look like. It will also be necessary to understand about which of the individuals on everyone's team are absolutely essential for the success of the next venture. The second one we need to take a look at is about budgets. Historically, we've always looked at how large was the budget and what kind of an investment is necessary to go forward with the next campaign or next venture. Beyond that, new and more sophisticated reviews of development programs will have to deal with how are we allocating the dollars that we already have, what decisions need to be made, what sources of funding could be found in order to support a larger investment during the course of a campaign. Budgeting becomes a much more central part of any review today than it would have been at any other time. A third factor is we look about systems. Clearly, there are more opportunities to utilize the data and the information that already exists at most institutions. So we need to move beyond merely a discussion about what sorts of software and procedures are in place to thinking about the satisfaction of the end users and the efficiency and effectiveness of those individuals charged with that responsibility on a day-to-day basis. A fourth area is all the key programs. Good assessments at this point of the development and advancement programs will look at annual giving efforts, where we are with corporations. We need to make sure that we understand foundations, which have exploded in their size and their resource base over the last generation. Alumni relations is clearly part of any real new review, as is grateful patient programs and other efforts in which we talk about the engagement of our donors in the life of the institution. And obviously we need to continue to look about gift planning and planned giving efforts. A good audit requires, therefore, a consulting team which brings a breadth of expertise, knowledge, and background. That's why at Bentz Whaley Flessner we've continued to find ways in which we bring more and more specialists into the team in annual giving, in gift planning, in analytics, in prospecting, in donor relations, in systems, in advancement services. Philanthropy is going to be the driving force that's going to make the critical difference between the also-rans and those who rise to the top.